learn to play the piano using El Shaddai as the illustration song. Now, why do I use this technique? Before I explain the video you just watched, why do I use this technique of teaching? I realized that in order for you to drive a car, in order for you to know how to drive all the cars in the world, you don't have to test drive all the cars in the world. Since all the cars in the world are made up of the same component, steering, what's it called now, a gear and a throttle and a brake, all you need to do is to learn how to drive one car, and then you know how to drive all the cars in the world when you get into them, the same components. Now, it's the same strategy I'm applying to El Shaddai. El Shaddai is just like any other song in the world. It's just like every other secular or mainstream song or gospel song you have. It might be different bouncing of the fingers, but the chord progression is basically the same from one chord to the other. So my strategy for teaching this lesson is to teach you how to play El Shaddai from the beginner level to a very advanced level, so that the knowledge you gain from playing El Shaddai, you can transfer it to every other song you know. Last week we played El Shaddai the simplest form, where the chord progression was El Shaddai. The chord progression was El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Elohim and Adonai. Age to age you're still the same, by the power of your name. El Shaddai, Fa, El Shaddai, this is so, Elolah and Adu, I will praise and lift you so, El Shaddai. So the last one is Fa, So, Do. But there's a more advanced way to play it, which is the level 2. Remember, the right hand is still doing the same thing. At some point we will vary what the right hand does. But for the second level, the right hand is doing the same thing it did in the first level. So I'm not going to explain that. I already showed you that in the first video. So for this second video, instead of doing El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Elohim and Adonai, Elohim, we skip this and go to this. In music, if a note is in between two notes you're pressing, you can as well press it instead of skipping over it. It still makes sense. So what we do is this: El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Elohim and Adonai. Age to age you're still the same, by the power of your name. You touch it, it's almost like the timing of this. This is supposed to have, I think, 2 beats. El Shaddai 1, 2, Shaddai 1, 2, Elohim 1, 2, and Adonai. So the 2 beats that this guy is supposed to have, we shared it 1, 1 amongst them. So if we imagine there is a beat, ba, ba, El Shaddai 1, 2, El Shaddai 1, 2, Elohim and Adonai. See, all of them have 2 beats. Now let's share this. El Shaddai 1, 2, Shaddai 1, Elohim and Adonai. So I shared the 2 beats of this. Instead of doing 1, 2, I do 1, 2. So I share that 2 beats into 1 for this and 1 for this. The idea is that there's love in sharing. A lot of people say that all the time. It applies also in the piano. When you share a note, or when you share the sound between 2 different notes within the time frame allocated to the original note, it sounds beautiful. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Elohim and Adonai. Age to age you're still the same, by the power of your name. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Elohim and Adonai. I will praise and lift you up. El Shaddai. So instead of the second trick, the second thing I added that makes this level 2, aside from adding this passing note or passing chord. The second thing I did was I did not go direct to do to end. I will praise and lift you high. Instead of me going to El Shaddai, I did this. I will praise and lift you high. El Shaddai, Fa, Do. They call it 4-1 because on the scale of C, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4-1. So if someone says, give your song a 4-1 ending, what they are saying, instead of pressing Do for the end of your song, you press Fa, then end. It resolves to Do. I will praise and lift you high, El Shaddai. Sorry, I will praise and lift you high, El Shaddai. Or you can do it. What I did here was an inversion of C. If you don't know what inversions are, the link in the description, there's an inversion. But if you don't want to go through the stress, just end with the Do chord. So basically, the two things I talked about in this video are passing chord and the 4-1 ending. Instead of going straight to El Shaddai, you can do El Shaddai. And if you are very attentive, you will notice that pianists do this a lot in the church. They always do the 4-1 ending. So the things I'm doing, it's just an arpeggio. It means when you hold a chord down, you break it into its component part. Like a wave, you move. Start from your right. It sounds really nice. Or you can go from top to down. That's not very pleasant. Or you can actually do random. Random, that was random. I had no pattern to it. Okay, I hope this was helpful. And this is the second level of playing El Shaddai. If you want to watch it again, take it back to the beginning of the video. You see me play El Shaddai. And like this video if you like it, share it if there's someone you think would appreciate it, and subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, and give us a thumb up. It really helps the video to get found by other people. And comment if there's some error you think I'm making, please let me know. And if there's a song you would love me to do, please let me know. I'll be so glad to do it. Thanks for your time.